Better get your butt up there, right? Okay, the next guy, a special person to myself, and I'm sure to Pete. Pete needs him, and I need him. Why, you say? Look, Pete's a great guy, and him and I have, we've been together, what, since 20 years, right? Yeah, and but we need a mediator. Not really. But let me put it this way, the way it really should be. In an organization, you need a group of people. You need a good sponsor, a good manager, and a good coach. Okay, and Pete and Cliff together are very synergistic most of the time. But the thing I love about Cliff is he takes no prisoners with the team members and the team sponsor. Well, kind of. At least that's the image we have. So let's leave it like that. No, Cliff is a fair guy, and as Jimmy said, we're brothers. They have no problems with me on the team either. Not. I can be a head case, as some people might know, but Cliff has a way of controlling me. If he says, well, I think if you don't like it, that's the way it is. Pretty straightforward. That never really happened. No. What I want to say about you, buddy, is that you do a good job of what you do. The way I analyze people as a coach, if it's something I would do, then you've done the right thing.
Geez, thanks, Ed.
No, really, you do all the right things. I mean, you handle people the way they should be handled. You're always very positive. That's a ball player needs that, no matter if he's played 57 years or not. We're all kids when we get on the ball field, right, Jeff? Right? Huh? And we all have our problems and issues, and we need people like you to lead us. And we need people like you and Pete to work together like you do. And I'm going to have Pete come up here and talk about you now.
Oh, boy.
Uh-oh.
Stop writing the checks, please.
Uh-oh.
Well, and now, I guess we saved the best till last. I guess that was the toast for the wedding feast at Cana, not the induction of Cliff into the Hall of Fame. But I will say this, although Cliff was an excellent player and played with the legends and very easily could have been inducted into the Florida Legends Hall of Fame, as a player, I'm going to concentrate and speak to his unique and unquestionable ability as a manager. To date, the 64 inductees, there has only been one other manager inducted, and that was Randy Hendricks. Cliff and I met some 13 years ago when he and Marty were coaching a team called Voice Tech. They were looking for a sponsor, and I was looking for a team. That sounds like a softball marriage made in heaven. From my initial experience, I was impressed with Cliff and Marty's ability to manage. From there, Cliff and I were teammates on the Florida Legends until several players retired and the team had decided to come to a successful end. The Legends was a fantastic team that was well disciplined and well organized. A true legend in itself. It was right there, it was right here, as a matter of fact, Cliff, down at the BMX softball field before our last game, that we had a team meeting behind second base to decide what we were going to do. Some players were retiring, some players wanted to play on. There was a lot of confusion and a lot of questions with no answers. It kind of reminded me of one day and found out my parents had moved and forgot to tell me. Important position. On most teams, it is the most underrated position. It is a thankless position that requires a tremendous amount of time, patience, and knowledge. The responsibilities are many, the accolades are few. Playing is not an option when managing. Managing is a full-time job that requires 100% of your time and attention. Many inherit the job because nobody else wants it. Many want it, but do not have the credentials to do it. So what are the requirements to be a successful senior softball manager? Number one, you have to love the game, love the players, and have a tremendous amount of dedication. It requires a greater commitment to the team than any other player. Between recruiting, phone calls, paperwork, game preparation, his time is not his own. Batting practice, pre-game necessities, game statistics, paperwork, and player notifications are all in a day's work. It is truly a labor of love. He is everything from the team medical director to a lost and found clerk. Knowledge of the game, he must know the rules and regulations of the FSSA, ISSA, and FHC. He must stay current on all of the changes and keep the team and members abreast of the changes. He must know the strengths and weaknesses of every one of his players. He must know his competition, be able to think on his feet, and adjust to meet every challenge. 3, he must lead through example and be goal-oriented. 4th, he must be a statistician. He must keep meticulous records because accurate records win games, and winning games wins tournaments. You need excellent communication skills. He must keep every player current with every change the team.
This is part of the joke.
Hey, you're supposed to be a quiet one, buddy.
This is what you call planning ahead.
And by the way, Pete, I didn't know you were gonna read.
That's how
Cliff's
managers handle
contract.
things.
The last thing is he must be
Missed that,
fair and just with all the players. He must show no favoritism and field the best 11 guys. All of these necessary characteristics that I just cited to be a great manager are embedded in Venom's manager, Cliff Stratton. This is why he is an excellent manager with one of the winningest records and most successful teams in senior softball today. He is the #1 manager in senior softball today in my estimation. Further proof of Cliff's outstanding leadership ability is further documented by the SSUSA, ISSA, and Florida Half Century. Some 4 years ago, Terry Hennessy, Chief Executive Officer of the SSUSA, advised Cliff that his Venom 70 team and Timberworks 65 team would be elevated to the newly formed skill level of Super Major Plus. Yes, 2 teams in the entire country were singled out for their exemplary play and organization. Cliff Stratton brought Venom to this newly formed plateau. This year, the ISSA revised their skill divisions to include the new Major Gold Division. Their skill divisions now include AA, AAA, Major, Major Gold, and Major Plus. The ISSA Competition Committee determined that 1 team in the entire United States met the ISSA organization qualifications for a Major Plus ranking. And once again, that was Cliff Stratton's Venom 75 team. The Florida Half Century makes rules as they go along, trying to restrict and place constraints on Cliff's Venom 75 FHC team. Last year, Cliff went 5-0 in the end of the year FHC championship, defeating the top 5 teams in the 70 division. In 2021, under Cliff's management, his Venom 75 team went the entire year without a single loss. Yes, finished the entire year with a perfect record. And there was a few months the prior year where he had not lost. It was a string like 43 consecutive wins in the Florida half century. Few managers, if any, since the formation of FHC can make such a claim. A true testimonial to his managerial skills came last year in Las Vegas. Not for winning the 4th Triple Crown by defeating Venom's arch rival Omen by the score of 26-3 and 26-9 and turning 10 double plays in 14 innings. But the fact that we had 21 players on our roster, and out of the 21 players, 19 went to Vegas. Toles Mihailoff, who would have been the 20th player, had hernia surgery and an intestinal blockage that required surgery, and he still had stitches and was unable to travel. And the 21st player was Bobby Buchanan, who was undergoing chemo treatments at Jacksonville at the time and wanted to go with us and asked the doctor, but the doctor thought it was more important that he kept his chemo treatment than go to Vegas. So we took 19 out of 21 guys to Vegas. At one point I looked down that bench and I have to say I was literally amazed. There were 7 players that would have started and batted in the top 4 on any team we played. And they sat there without complaining and cheering on and doing whatever they could do for the team. We came back victorious and not one player quit the team. So that speaks to anybody's ability to be able to manage. Back when I managed, I used to have a saying, 10 isn't enough and 13's too many. So it's not an easy job. His records and accomplishments as Venom's manager are documented and speak for themselves. He has earned the right to a significant place in the Florida Senior Sports Association Hall of Fame. Actually, on behalf of the entire Venom team, I have a small little commemorative gift for Cliff for his outstanding management of our team. And I think if somebody,
Where is it?
I think it's back, it's the back there, take out the thing. But Cliff, I want to congratulate you on a well-deserved, long time coming recognition of your unselfish contribution and leadership to the Venom team.
Yes.
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 You have
Yes.
surpassed every
I
dream
got one fan.
and every goal I could have hoped to achieve in senior softball. Without him, nothing would have been possible. So, Venom team,
Yes.
Thanks, Pete.
Okay, come on up here, big boy.
You better do it. We did it, you better do it.
Oh, look at that.
Very nice. You spelled my name wrong.
no, that's the next manager.
He pulled that trick before, so nobody got excited.
All right.
Okay, a few words for you, big boy.
Oh, man, let's get out of here. It's getting late.
Hey, we finished on time.
You
We
saved
said
me for last.
8:30.
You think you're
We
gonna
said
get out of here at
8:30.
8 o'clock, man?
We said 8:30.
I wouldn't send you.
Come on, you ain't charged
Better
tonight.
be
send you
very
something
brief.
wrong.
Hey, yeah, thanks for bringing Jimmy out of the closet
Yeah.
for a stop.
Hey, Jimmy, you hear that?
Something's wrong, can't have. No,
Jimmy, you
Hey,
hear
Adam,
that?
I'm trying to talk.
I'm sorry.
Hey, Ed, thanks to you and your committee, and to Pete and to Roger for all you did putting this extravaganza together. Terrific job.
for you,
It takes
buddy.
a lot of time, a lot of effort. I appreciate it. And to my fellow inductees, starting with Ted Todd, congrats on the Aronson Award. Great honor. Who else we got here? Where's that little guy, Fry?
Fries
Wrong
over
side of
there.
the room, there, Jeffrey. Congrats, buddy. We're gonna see you soon, aren't we? Yeah, you're getting up to be with the big boys. All right.
Gotta get older.
That's it.
And Jimmy, and, where's the other guy?
Wild Bill.
Billy?
Wild Bill over there, my two longtime friends and teammates.
You're here.
And I have to thank my lovely wife, Rita. I really have.
Yeah.
We've been together over 60 years.
Yeah.
60 years.
Yeah.
And for 50 of them, she suffered with me and my softball. And
We're the same.
when Pete's calling to have breakfast with us, and then dinner with us.
Tell her it's turkey
That's
time.
wants it going right here.
Yeah. Peaceful.
And the coaching aspect, you know, I kind of like it, doing the defensive and the offensive changes and finding a weakness in the offense. I really enjoy every player that we have, and there's a reason for that. Pete screens the ball, and if they're not quality people and quality players, they just don't fit. They're not on this team. Thank you guys for everything. I enjoy being with you, and now we're out of here.
One last thing about this guy. I had to twist his arm to get him to come into this Hall of Fame, but he certainly deserves it.
Yeah, he just like he gets
wants to do,
attention on him.
You hold that. Get over there, Pete.
Come on, Petey, get in here, man. Thank you for everything.
This Stratton, the FSSA welcomes you to the Legends Hall of Fame.